So that video just showed how the particulates can rain out of the air. You know, because flu virus can be a particulate floating in the air. So if your air's clear, hopefully it reduces the chance. But you know, it also sanitizes airborne mold, airborne fungus, and airborne bacteria. Now, we're not talking about mold behind the walls, you know, in the walls. That's a different problem. We're talking about little things of mold spores floating in the air, like when the window's open, or bacteria from other diseases. Remember, flu is a virus, not a bacteria, but that is floating in the air. And I talked to the good folks at Air Fantastic, and they said they had a customer who had the machine, but he didn't change the lamp for 4 years. Now, the lamp in here lasts 3 years. This one lasts 2 years. By that 3 years, you don't got to do nothing. You got no filter, nothing to change. So the people over there called him up and, hey, buddy, you haven't changed your filter. You haven't changed your lamp for over a year. So they sent him a little test kit. And I'll show you what that looks like. Let me get over here. They got one of these test kits. And what they do is, you take the test kit, take one of these called a petri dish. Sounds very scientific. You open it up, put this little stuff in there. Sorry, this is the bottom part. This is the label. No, I'm sorry, this is the bottom part. See, because it's got the label there. Because you want to see afterwards what's in it. So you got to put it in this part. Put this part, swirl it around, put it on, put it there. And then you let it wait for an hour. And all the junk that's in the air, because stuff floating in the air you can't see, falls in there. And then after about an hour or two, you close it up. And then you get a good piece of tape. You tape the side. You put in the drawer, and you wait, and what happens in 5 days, you see what's in the air, you know, because you don't see it. Of course, you can't do the virus. Remember, a virus needs you to reproduce. Bacteria, they're independent. They're like a working girl. They don't have, they're independent. So the good bacteria sits there and grows by itself. So you put it in the drawer, and you go back after 5 days. So this is what it looked like after 5 days of testing his air without the Air Fantastic running for a year. Look like this. See, looks really terrible. A lot of mold and fungus, fuzziness. Looks pretty scary, right? Well, you see it. So that was what he did. So what they did was, got a new lamp, waited 2 weeks, and then they gave him another test kit. This is what it looks like. Looks a lot different, don't it? It's not so bad. A lot of reduction of that mold, fungus. The fuzzy stuff is usually mold and fungus. The little dots can be yeast or bacteria. So then, I was like, you know, after this machine was running for 6 months, I gave him another test. And this is what that looks like. Whew! That looks a lot different, don't it? It's really a lot different. So it makes it different. Now, basically, when you're running a machine, hopefully it's between the middle one, you know, the one after 2 weeks, because it changes. When you have the windows open, you got more mold, stuff like that. But that's basically, hopefully, it makes a big difference. So this shows you that it's cleaning airborne mold too.